Hey everybody, it's Chris and I'm going to do a really quick pour with you today. I came into my room to do resin on a Lazy Susan and realized that I still had paints from yesterday sitting on my counter. And you know, we can't let things go to waste, kids. Let's get a 10 by 10 canvas out, which is what I have here. It's the gallery profile. I've put push pins on the back. And then I've got my white. I've added a little bit more to it than what I had in here from leftover from yesterday. And then my colors are Dioxizine purple, and we're just gonna dump these in and see what happens. Let me pull this stir stick out. So I have added 1 drop of silicone to all my paints just to see what happens. We're just gonna dump it in and kind of do a little bit of an experiment here. This is deep magenta. And like I said, I've put silicone in all of these colors. Oh, look at that pretty cup. Okay, and then I've also got some of my 24 karat gold, because if you can make it blingy, why not? And then here's some Prussian blue that I've mixed up with some silicone. And then I kind of felt like maybe it should have one more color, and I thought maybe a little bit of phthalo green. So this does not have silicone in it, and I'm just gonna squirt some down in there in a couple spots and see what happens. So I probably have 10, a good 10 ounces of paint here, which is probably a little bit too much for the 10 by 10 canvas. But like I said, this is leftover paint. And so it's much better to do a canvas with it than to just throw it away. So we're gonna see what happens. Look how pretty that cup is. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be cute. Okay, here we go. Let's flip this bad boy over and see what happens. So I obviously do not have silicone in my cup to help release my paint today because this was leftover paint. So we're just gonna let it sit here a second and we'll see what happens. Hopefully that white doesn't overtake since it's on the bottom. Hopefully I got my colors down through. All right, so let's pull it off and see what we get. I still have some paint in the cup too, but wow, look at all those cells. That is crazy. It's all of that silicone. Look at the chains of cells that I have. So this, I do have some pretty color in the bottom of my cup. I'm tempted to run a stripe right through the middle of it. Let's do that just to see if we can get a little more color mixed throughout. And I know I have plenty of paint on my canvas, so I do have more paint in here that I could certainly add, but I kind of want to let this sit and see what happens. Make sure I've got you guys in focus here. And I do think that we should torch it. So that was definitely more paint than what we needed, but that's okay. I really like this part. Well, I kind of really like my edges, but look at all this stuff that's popping up with the green. Okay, so we're gonna let this sit for just a couple minutes. So I will probably fast forward through this part for you so you don't have to watch it. Okay guys, I've let this sit just a little bit. I will probably go ahead and just fast forward through that part because I thought about cutting it out, but I think I'll leave it in because I can see all kinds of stuff just popping up here, and I'm sure that as the time lapse goes, you'll be able to see that in the video too. Let me pick this up so that you can get a little bit closer view. There's some crazy stuff going on with this paint. Hopefully we don't lose a bunch of it when we tilt. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tilt off this way first. And I'm gonna try to go slow so that I don't lose this really cool things that we have going on up here in this corner, hopefully. But I need to make sure that I go over the edge so that I can cover that corner. And then I'm just gonna come down here to the right. I really love all of this over here, so I don't wanna lose that. I know that I have plenty of paint on here though, so let me see if I can get this up here so you can see it. Just trying to let that paint slowly creep down here to the corner. I would have never guessed that this is what we would get out of this. Okay, so my paint is definitely running off everywhere else. I'm just gonna see if I can kind of catch this and then let it go back up so I don't lose all that really pretty color that I have in that corner. And then I'm just gonna stretch it back down. I feel like the right side is prettier than the left, so I'm okay with some of the stuff on the left going off, I think. And then I just kind of want to even this back out. Wow, that is crazy, guys. That is so cool. Would have never guessed that would be what would happen. So, okay, so I'm gonna set this down. I've got some really pretty paint there. So I definitely had more paint than what I needed, but that was kind of a good thing because that way I was able to dump off some of this stuff over here. So I think that this is going to continue to have some more colors pop up through it. So I'm going to let this sit for just a little bit, and then I will come back in about a half an hour and take one more picture for you guys so you can see what it looks like at the end. And I'll just put that at the end of the video. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks so much for watching, and please like and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye-bye.